Welcome back to Thrifty Hazel. Are you completely exhausted by the endless rows of expensive, brightly colored chemical sprays at the grocery store? It feels like every single week there is some new, highly marketed miracle product promising to solve all our cleaning problems for the low price of $10 a bottle. It is incredibly overwhelming, and to be perfectly honest, it is a massive drain on our wallets. But the honest truth is, we are wasting a massive chunk of our retirement budget on harsh, toxic chemicals that our own grandmothers never even needed to buy. Back in the day, they kept their homes absolutely spotless, smelling fresh, and wonderfully inviting, using just a handful of cheap, natural ingredients from the pantry and a whole lot of common sense. They didn't have heavy plastic bottles filling up their cabinets, and they certainly didn't have to worry about breathing in synthetic fumes while scrubbing the bathtub. They knew exactly how to make every single penny stretch, and they passed that incredible wisdom down through the generations. Today, we are dusting off the history books and diving deep into 15 genuine, incredibly effective cleaning secrets from the 1930s, 40s, and 50s. We are completely skipping the trendy internet fads and focusing purely on the real, lost domestic wisdom that will save you a small fortune at the checkout line. These are the tried and true methods that simply work without any fancy packaging or expensive price tags. Grab a warm cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's get right into it. Starting us off at number 15, black tea for hardwood floors. Long before the invention of expensive synthetic wood polishes that inevitably leave a sticky, waxy buildup all over your beautiful floors, smart homemakers relied on a simple pot of black tea. They would steep 3 or 4 bags of plain, cheap black tea in boiling water and then let it cool down entirely to room temperature. Once cooled, they used that dark liquid to damp mop their hardwood floors from corner to corner. The natural tannic acid found in the tea leaves effortlessly cuts right through weeks of dirt and heavy grime without damaging the wood grain. At the same time, it adds a gorgeous, rich, natural shine to dark wood finishes. It is completely non-toxic, costs absolutely pennies per bucket, and leaves your floors looking pristine without any of that cloudy, dull residue you get from modern floor cleaners. Moving right along to number 14, newspaper and white vinegar for windows. If you want truly streak-free glass in your home, you have to immediately ditch those expensive blue chemical sprays and the incredibly wasteful rolls of paper towels. The classic tried and true grandmother method was to mix equal parts plain white vinegar and distilled water in a spray bottle. But the real magic wasn't just the vinegar, it was what they used to wipe the glass. They used crumpled up sheets of black and white daily newspaper. The acidity of the vinegar cuts straight through sticky fingerprints, dog nose smudges, and heavy grease from cooking. Meanwhile, the dense fibers of the newspaper and the soy-based ink leave an absolutely lint-free, crystal clear finish. Paper towels always leave little white dust particles everywhere, but a good piece of newspaper leaves your windows looking perfectly invisible to the naked eye. Number 13, lemon and salt for copper and brass. Please forget about those highly toxic, incredibly foul-smelling metal polishing pastes that require you to wear heavy rubber gloves just to use them. To beautifully restore heavily tarnished copper pots, vintage pans, or dull brass fixtures, grandmothers simply went to the fruit bowl. They took a lemon half and dipped the wet, fleshy side directly into a shallow dish of coarse kosher salt. They would then use the lemon itself as a natural scrubbing sponge, rubbing it firmly over the tarnished metal surface in small circular motions. The natural citric acid instantly reacts with the oxidation, dissolving the dark tarnish almost like magic, while the coarse salt acts as a gentle, non-scratching abrasive. You can literally watch the bright, shiny metal reveal itself in seconds. As a wonderful bonus, your entire kitchen smells like a fresh citrus grove instead of an industrial chemical factory. Number 12, boiling lemon peels for kitchen odors. Have you priced those fancy plug-in air fresheners or heavy aerosol sprays lately? They are outrageously expensive, and honestly, they just mask bad smells with heavy artificial perfumes that can easily give you a headache. In the 1950s, if the house smelled strongly like boiled cabbage, fried fish, or heavy onions after dinner, homemakers had a brilliant zero-waste trick. They simply took the leftover rinds and peels from whatever lemons or oranges they had used that week, tossed them into a small pot of water on the stove, and let it simmer on the lowest heat setting for an hour. The natural essential oils from the citrus peels slowly release into the steam, completely neutralizing heavy cooking odors at the source. It naturally makes the entire house smell fresh, clean, and inviting, and it costs you absolutely nothing since you were going to throw those peels away anyway. Number 11, mayonnaise for water rings on wood. This is honestly one of my absolute favorite pieces of lost wisdom from the mid-century era. We have all had that moment of sheer panic when a guest forgets to use a coaster and leaves a cloudy white water ring right on top of your beautiful wooden coffee table. Do not panic, and definitely do not assume you need to pay a professional to completely refinish the table. Simply go to the fridge, take a generous dollop of full-fat mayonnaise, and spread it thickly right over the white stain. Leave it sitting there completely undisturbed overnight while you sleep. The natural oils and the egg yolks in the mayonnaise will slowly seep down into the wood finish, entirely displacing the trapped moisture that caused the cloudy ring in the first place. Wipe the mayonnaise off with a soft cloth the next morning, and the ring is gone like absolute magic. It works perfectly every single time. Number 10, white bread for sweeping broken glass. We have all accidentally dropped a glass or a plate on the hard kitchen floor, and sweeping it up is always a stressful nightmare because of those microscopic, practically invisible shards. A regular broom simply cannot catch them all, and you always risk getting a nasty splinter in your foot days later. Grandmothers knew exactly how to handle this safely and effectively. After sweeping up the large pieces, grab a soft slice of plain white sandwich bread from the pantry. You gently press the soft bread down over the entire area where the glass shattered. The spongy, highly porous texture of the soft bread traps every single tiny glass splinter and dust particle that the dustpan missed. It is without a doubt the safest, most effective way to clean up a dangerous break in the kitchen, and it prevents so many unnecessary injuries. Number 9, sunshine and lemon juice to bleach linens. Long before commercial chlorine bleach became the standard, toxic jugs sitting in every modern laundry room, women knew exactly how to keep their white cottons and precious linens brilliantly bright without weakening the delicate fabric. If a prized white tablecloth was yellowing from age or had a stubborn tea stain, they would soak the fabric in a simple mixture of warm water and fresh lemon juice. Then, they would lay the wet fabric completely flat out on the green grass in direct, bright sunlight. The powerful UV rays from the sun interact chemically with the natural citric acid to act as a highly effective, completely natural bleach. It lifts stains effortlessly, brightens the white fibers beautifully, and leaves the fabric smelling exactly like fresh summer sunshine. It is entirely eco-friendly and extremely gentle on vintage textiles. If you are finding these vintage cleaning tips helpful so far, I would absolutely love it if you joined our little community by subscribing to the channel. We share these old-school money-saving secrets every single week, and I would love to have you here with us to learn and grow together. Now, let's get right back to the list. Number 8, cream of tartar for porcelain and aluminum. Cream of tartar is a wonderful baking staple that is usually reserved for making fluffy meringues, but it is actually a mildly acidic powder that works absolute miracles in the bathroom and the kitchen. If your lovely porcelain sink has dark, stubborn scuff marks from heavy metal pans, or if your aluminum cookware has gone dull and sad-looking, do not reach for harsh scouring powders. Just mix a little cream of tartar with a few drops of warm water to form a thick, spreadable paste. Rub the paste gently over the stains with a soft sponge and watch them lift instantly. Completely restores the original bright gleam to the metal and porcelain without using any harsh, highly abrasive chemicals that can permanently scratch those delicate finishes. It is a baker's secret weapon for a spotless kitchen. Number 7, raw walnuts to hide wood scratches. If your wooden furniture, cabinets, or hardwood floors have superficial scratches from daily life, please do not waste your hard-earned money on those expensive chemical wood tinting markers from the hardware store. Instead, just walk over to your pantry and grab a shelled raw walnut. Rub the meaty part of the walnut directly and firmly over the scratch in the wood, going back and forth several times. The natural rich nut oils will slowly seep down into the scratch, organically tinting and deeply conditioning the raw wood underneath. After just a few seconds of rubbing, the scratch will magically blend into the surrounding finish, rendering it nearly completely invisible to the naked eye. It is a fantastic, incredibly frugal trick for handling minor wear and tear around the house without calling a carpenter. Number 6, potato and baking soda to remove rust. I know this sounds exactly like a middle school science experiment, but it is actually a brilliant mid-century cleaning hack. If you have a rusty cast iron pan, a rusty baking sheet, or even rusty garden tools out in the shed, grab a raw, starchy potato and cut it entirely in half. Dip the wet, fleshy side of the cut potato into a shallow dish of baking soda and use the potato to vigorously scrub the rust. Potato naturally contains a compound called oxalic acid, which dissolves rust chemically, while the baking soda provides a very gentle scouring action to lift the grime. As you scrub, the heavy rust just melts away effortlessly, leaving the bare metal totally clean and ready to be properly reseasoned for future use. Number 5, coarse salt and oil for cast iron. Speaking of cast iron skillets, our grandmothers knew very well that you should absolutely never use harsh, modern dish soap on a beautifully seasoned pan. Soap actively strips away the protective, baked-on oil layer that makes the pan naturally non-stick. Instead, while the pan is still quite warm from cooking dinner, pour in a heavy, generous layer of coarse, kosher salt and grab a dry rag. Rub the salt vigorously in circles around the pan. The large, hard salt crystals act as a heavy-duty natural abrasive, grinding away any stuck-on, burnt food without ever damaging the underlying seasoning. Once the pan is smooth, just wipe the dirty salt out into the trash can and give the skillet a tiny rub of fresh cooking oil to protect it until the next meal. Number 4, damp tea leaves to deodorize carpets. Vacuum cleaners back in the 1930s and 40s weren't nearly as powerful, lightweight, or common as they are today, so rug maintenance required some real practical ingenuity. Before sweeping a large, heavy area rug, homemakers would scatter slightly damp used tea leaves all across the fabric, ensuring an even coating. The damp leaves performed 2 incredibly vital functions. First, they caught all the fine dust and dirt so it wouldn't fly up into the air and settle on the furniture while sweeping. Second, the tea naturally absorbed musty, stale room odors directly from the deep carpet fibers. You simply sweep up the leaves with a stiff broom, and the carpet is completely refreshed, incredibly dust-free, and smelling wonderfully natural. Number 3, borax and a damp sponge for mildew. Long before we had intensely strong, bleach-based bathroom foams that literally make you dizzy from the toxic fumes, a simple box of borax was the undisputed queen of the bathroom. Borax is a naturally occurring mineral powder that has been used safely for over a century. By sprinkling a little borax powder onto a plain damp sponge, Grandmothers created the absolute perfect scouring pad for porcelain bathtubs and bathroom tiles. It acts as a powerful, entirely natural fungicide, completely killing mildew and mold right at the root. Furthermore, it serves as a gentle abrasive that scrubs away thick soap scum without ever scratching the delicate glaze on your expensive bathroom fixtures. Number 2, washing soda for heavy kitchen grease. Not to be confused with its much milder cousin, baking soda. Washing soda, which is also known as sodium carbonate, is highly alkaline and an absolute powerhouse against heavy, stubborn kitchen grease. If you have baked on incredibly sticky grease completely covering your oven racks, your stove grates, or the bottom of your roasting pans, you do not need to buy that awful, toxic oven cleaner spray. Grandmothers would simply fill the kitchen sink with extremely hot water, dissolve a hearty scoop of washing soda into it, and let the greasy metal parts soak for a good hour. The high alkalinity effortlessly emulsifies the fats, turning that sticky, burnt grease into a liquid that just wipes right off with a soft sponge, requiring absolutely no back-breaking scrubbing. And finally, number 1, Castile soap flakes for linoleum floors. In the classic era of real, thick linoleum floors, using modern synthetic floor cleaners would have completely ruined the finish, leaving behind a sticky, cloudy residue that just attracts more dirt the moment you walk on it. The absolute gold standard for floor cleaning was pure, natural Castile soap. Homemakers would take a solid block of traditional, olive oil-based Castile soap and shave flakes directly into a mop bucket full of piping hot water. It creates a rich, completely natural lather that cleans the floor thoroughly, cuts right through heavy kitchen grease, and leaves absolutely zero chemical residue behind. It is the purest, cleanest, and safest way to mop your home, keeping it beautiful for decades. There you have it, 15 highly effective, beautifully frugal cleaning secrets straight from our grandmother's generation. By ditching the expensive, specialized chemical sprays and returning to these natural pantry staples, you can save a small fortune on your grocery bill every single year, all while keeping your home sparkling clean and totally free of harsh, dangerous fumes. It is truly amazing how much money we can save simply by looking backward, instead of constantly buying the newest, most expensive modern products. I hope this list inspires you to try at least one of these vintage methods in your own home this week. I always love hearing from you all, so please tell me down in the comments below, what was the one old-fashioned cleaning secret that your own grandmother absolutely swore by? Did she use vinegar for everything? Or did she have a special trick for doing the laundry that you still use today? I read every single comment, and I might just feature your brilliant tip in our next video. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Stay thrifty, and I'll see you in the next one.